That's the basic thing. Most cases, chairmen run to urban center. It's not peculiar to Benue State here. Most of the councils are in the rural areas. But chairmen, rather than staying behind to do the job, they run to urban centers. So the needs of the people at grassroots is enormous. But if you approach it diligently, you can help them. One, they need security to start with, and feeder roads so that they can have access to bring their crops outside. Then basic health care, and primary education, yes, those ones. Then markets. So if you provide the people with these basic needs, feeder roads, basic solved. But the chairman of the form will be seen, because in most rural communities, the chairman appears to be the biggest man. Let me put it in quotes, and they need to see you. So by the time the chairmen are not on the ground, a lot of things will happen. If the chairman stay around, he will address some of the business, like, even if security particularly. Because if you're around, every chairman, everybody knows who is who in every community. And chairman should address those issues so that it can bring out the security situation. Those are basic things they need.
Okay, well, let me take you back in your days. How easy or difficult was it meeting some of these challenges at that time when the elections that brought you on board were conducted? And it is also said that there was some form of relative autonomy at that time.
It wasn't difficult. So with that, you put your money together along with your council and discuss with them. They get the communities involved. If you are doing projects, that's one thing. Projects should not be based on what the chairman wants. No. Projects should be based on what the community need. So rather than a project that attracts people to a place, people at their local areas should attract projects. And when you are doing those projects, like the way I did my own, every councillor was mandated to go to his council area and meet the people to bring 3 projects in their level in the issue of priority. And when those are submitted to the council with the rate on them, then we do the job based on the money available and the projects that the committee needs. So if you don't do things the way they want it, and simply because you want ostentatious projects, like go and put a clinic also by the roadside that people can see and praise you, you have done nothing. People should rather know the project, and when you give the contract out, either you give the contract to a person that is credible enough, or we tell the people to bring you a contractor so that they are part and parcel of that project from the beginning, and the project becomes part of them. But you give them what you think is good for them, which is not actually good, they won't be part of it, and because in most cases the project will stall. So that's how it is. And in one case, Ado is a very peaceful place. We had meetings with my council. And once in a while, I get my chiefs, and we meet. Then I get the opinion leaders of the community. We had our meetings. And periodically you call a town hall meeting and meet with everybody. So at any rumor, because in most cases, what kills chairmen are rumors from the community. And if you don't kill the board, it becomes an issue. So and to kill the rumors, let the people know exactly what you are doing. And once you are open and transparent to them, rumors kill itself immediately. But if you don't tell them what they think should be, then it becomes an issue. So that's how we handled it. And I enjoyed my good time in Ado.
Okay, Mr. Atsehe, you are versed with the philosophy establishing local government at the third tier of government. Has it derived from the philosophy that brought it on board as a government that should be closer to the grassroots?
Yeah, for some time now, local governments don't seem to, or local government administrations don't seem to be getting closer to the people, because many a time the leadership is put there either by the state government or whatever instrument. And sometimes even when elections are conducted, it may not be the candidates that understand the problems of their people that might emerge. So the first thing I would expect that it should be done is to give the new administration an orientation program so that they will understand the constitutional responsibilities of local government councils. Sometimes a chairman comes in and he's telling you about a very big project that may not even be needed by the local people. Just like Otopa had said, local government is out to provide the basics for the rural community and the rural people. So if the councils understand what is expected of them, they cannot draw a needs assessment of their people based on contributions from their people and then outline how they are going to, when councils were picking their allocations from the federal pay office or the monies coming through the central bank. And I'm proud to say that in Oshongo local government, where Chief Mrs. Kezia Agudo was chairman, we really had the benefit of this direct allocation. It was discovered that one of the very first problems, was the health challenge of the people. And she had established 11 clinics in the 11 council wards. These clinics, by all standards, are like cottage hospitals, as you see them now. He had made an impact in the reconstruction of primary schools, where the children were barely reading under the trees and all that. Over time, you can see that the public primary schools have become relegated. I don't know whether it's background, but they have been relegated to a very unidentifiable level. So that you have a lot of private schools coming up who themselves are not better than these public schools. Some are running in some boys' quarters without play arenas for children and all that. And if you try to work on connecting your people through a rural network of roads, you must have been doing your people some good. And if this network is there, then you will open up markets. These are all spelled out in the Constitution as responsibilities of local government. But more often than not, some chairmen will come in with very big dreams that do not meet the yearnings of their people. So chairmen and their deputies or council officials stay in their places of work. When you stay in your location, when you stay in your headquarters, when you stay in your office, you will get more information as even towards the security challenge of your people. Rather than if you are in Makurdi and they are calling you from, say, Ogbadibo to inform you that there is crisis. But if you are on ground, maybe you will get this information even before these things happen. So it is also very important that council chairmen should understand that they came in to serve their people. And by serving their people, they must be with the people. I think this is the very first step. So they must be properly made to understand what is expected of them before they will start dreaming.
Responsibilities as outlined by your co-discussant, Mr. Atse. To what extent those who take up leadership at the local government level as council chairman get to understand this responsibility before diving into that position? Dr. Opa.
Like what my co-discussant said, most of the elected officials, they are really not on the ground. Some of them came from outside and got elected into the office. And as he said, they really don't understand the needs of the people. So what I think should be done to them is to give them a brief. Call the chairman together along with their deputies, because sometimes the chairman will be aware and the deputies, the deputies for him. call the chairman and their deputies together, bring them to the headquarters in Makurdi here, give them a brief on what is expected of you as a council chairman, so that you avoid the issue of the dream, as he put it, which is very true. Because sometimes somebody that lives in Abuja or Lagos becomes the chairman of a local government, he wants to build a stadium, for instance, where there's no football team. So what the basic that they require, like here, like one of us had outlined, the basic one: healthcare system, feeder roads, markets, private education, and security, for instance, particularly. They must be brought to Makurdi here and be briefed. And it should not insist on the chairman coming along with their deputy, because the chairman may not be on the ground, because in most cases, as a chairman, you're on the road. To be fair to some chairmen, either you are being called by the governor or on assignment. So and once the chairman is out, the deputy must be briefed enough to stay behind and hold forth for him. So all they need for a start is a briefing. As soon as possible, before they go to resume formally, they be briefed on exactly what is required of them, so that they know exactly the job they are going to do, and not the elephant project they have in their head from wherever they come from. And in addition to what he said, you see the electoral process, we can discuss that on the long run, is the major cause of why some chairmen don't really understand why they are. Sometimes before elections, campaigns were made at the grassroots, where the chairman, the diaspora, has to go from everywhere. That gives a person the background knowledge, first-hand knowledge of what's available on the ground. But that was when INEC concluded the election, but I still start now. In fact, the last election, all the state of the federation, maybe about a week or so to election, then you inaugurate a campaign committee. Well, what has able to do that? And if the campaign are done at the headquarters, and once we are through the headquarters, we are posted back to the local. Well, let me go posting. You go back to the local and do the job. So since most of them are not briefed, are not the ground in the area, they need to be briefed so they can know exactly what to do. So I agree with Mr. Ase completely.
Okay. Mr. Ase here. The chairman, you used Chief Mrs. Keziah Gondo as an example in Shongo. I pointed out some of the things she was able to do, that allocations were accruing directly to the council chairman. The difference, or let's say what will happen this time, is that the council chairmen have also been granted autonomy to access their funds directly from the federal government. Should Benue people and people they are leading at the grassroots expect some level of difference?
Yeah. You see, we've been so academic in trying to approach certain issues, and we tend to have theoretical solutions to practical problems. We now talk about the Supreme Court giving financial autonomy to local councils. You must have both financial, administrative, and political autonomy to function properly. But if the ruling is centered only on financial autonomy, then there will be a control somewhere. And that control might hinder them from performing like they would want. And again, the process of coming into office. If the process of coming into office is at the whims and caprices of somebody else, then I doubt whether, except you put up some resistance. But how far you can put up that resistance becomes the story. So I pray that the financial autonomy should mean giving giving local councils their funds, allowing them draw up their needs assessment and matching this income to what they are getting. But if that is not the kind of autonomy, I am yet to see how it is going to be implemented. I have been in this system as an accounting officer for over 10 years, and I understand the challenges that come about it. Sometimes they would request councils to draw a cash flow and bring to the Department for Local Government or the Bureau or the Ministry for approval before they can do anything. And sometimes by the time the approver is returning to them, new items that may not be necessary are added to it. So the local governments have a lot of challenges now. They don't have the required freedom to deliver to the people the way in the earlier days of local government administration started. I know as a fact that in the history of local government, divisions like Kano and Tiv divisions, they were almost the biggest. There were no federal allocations then. Through taxes and other revenues, they were developing. They were building culverts, they were establishing clinics, they were establishing primary schools. So one would expect that now that the federation account gives money to local governments in addition to their internally generated revenue, they should have more resources to contend with. I also know as a fact that the populations have grown. The exposure and demands of people have also grown. So it might also be a militating factor on the available resources. But whether the resources are there for them to independently appropriate is one thing. Or the resources are there for them, though somebody may have to control it from somewhere. It's another issue altogether. And these are the issues that must be resolved if we are really to move forward. We must understand that the truth of the matter is that if a governor allows local governments to function independently, he has less pressure on him. Because local government through the Finance and General Purpose Committee award petty contracts, do some jobs and all that. Council chairmen have a limit of approval. Councils have their threshold of approval. So if you work by the rules, we will see development and it will come gradually and more stable. If you visit our local areas now, even in the township here, you may not understand. You will not understand that a lot of ecological problems is lingering, its head. Our societies have been taken over by so much water. For those of us who farm, have been going to farm to see what is happening. And if local councils cannot work towards opening up of rural roads, doing drainage channels, then the local government headquarters might easily be cut off. The produce they have from their farms may find it difficult to be assessed. But if they are allowed with their resources and they genuinely want to serve their people, I think we'll be better off.
Okay, Chief Otokwa, let me have your thoughts on now that council chairmen are mandated to have their allocations coming to them directly from the federal government. To what extent would they apply it and be transparent in meeting development needs at the grassroots?
Even on that Supreme Court ruling, there's really a problem in the Constitution, because Section 162, Section B, provide that there must be the joint account for the local government and any state, and the money from local government should be paid into that joint account. So that's one. Then 197 subsection 1B, so there should be state imperial commission. So without, by the time the money is paid into the account of the state, as he said, there's a possibility that the money will not be allocated to the local government as supposed to be. But we are praying that as we have gentlemen as governors in the states, they will allow the councils to operate, given free hand to operate. Like formerly, the levels 1 to 6 were staff of the local government. I'm sure I'm right. Council will employ levels 1 to 6, and something like cashier was not an appointment. It was a normal schedule of duty that is given to anybody level of 4 to 6 or thereabout in the finance department. But night time is very important. So if the state can lose the grip on the local governments, I believe those that are willing to work, they work diligently and work consciously and self-step. Because all the needs that most of the people just mentioned. So let the chairman, the governors release the funds to the local government chairman. The chairman stay at the behind and do the job. So that's it.
Okay, dear listener, if you are just tuning in, you are listening to Perspectives on Agate Radio 95.5 Star FM, Makudi, Benue State. We are discussing certain development agenda for the new local government chairman in Benue State. I have here in the studio a former elected council chairman of Ado local government area, Chief Otse Otopa, and a retired Director General Services and Administration, a seasoned local government administrator, Mr. Salem Atsehe. These are the guests we have leading the conversation. And later at 10 o'clock, you can participate by calling in on 0814-335-9292. 0814-335-9292. In the meantime, the line for SMS is already activated, and you can send us an SMS or a chat on WhatsApp to the line, which is 0912-699-9404. 0912-699-9404. Kindly include your full name and the location address where you are sending your message from. Log onto our website on www.agateradio.tv.com to also listen to us and access all other content. You may find us on Radio Garden, and you can also follow our social media pages where the program is streaming. You can download the Agate Radio and TV app from Google Play Store, which also serves you to access our content. We're available on all these platforms just to ensure that you are properly served and our information reaches you. Okay, I am with you, Salem. Ms. Atsehe, you mentioned apart from financial autonomy, political and administrative control the local government may have. In the guise that we have a third tier of government, which is a local government, is it fine that there is an outside influence or control over them at the level of the Bureau and Local Government Service Commission without hinder the performance of the council chairman?
It does to some extent. It does hinder. There can be a bureau for local government, but that bureau should be powered by staff of the local government. If there is a local government service commission to oversee all the staff of local government commission, the bureau should draw its staff from local government. I think it will help the system more if the staff are posted to the bureau by the local government service commission. Than having staff who are posted to the bureau from the state civil service commission. More often than not, I have always made this point. The people don't have loyalty to the local government. They are more concerned about what they will get out of the local government. But if the staff of local government are posted to the bureau, either as director this, director that, they will be mindful to the fact that the commission can as well post them out to local government areas. Similarly, the staff of the local government service commission should not be drawn from the state apparatus. The commission should have the liberty of posting local government staff to their instruments. In that case, people will be more conscious of one day moving out or moving in. But a situation where you have people from the state looking at the service, processing the promotions and doing everything for local government, while some of the local government staff lie idle, is not acceptable. In the military, One can be posted to the military headquarters and one can be transferred. In the state civil service, one can be posted to the Auditor General's office. He can be posted to Accountant General's office. So, as staff of the state move around their own ministries, so should staff of local government move around their councils and departments that oversee them. They will understand these problems better. If you now bring a permanent secretary in the state civil service to come and be in charge of the bureau for local government, he might come and do a few things that are not right and may just be posted out. But supposing you are appointed as a DG, a Director General in the Bureau for Local Government from the local council, and you misbehave, and they decide to post you out to a local government, I think any other person coming to take over from you will be more careful. So if we really want to improve on this system, it is within the system that we will work to improve on it, and not a system where the people who are supposedly there to guide you have no files within that system for discipline. It is not happening in the state, it is not happening in the federal. So it should also allow the system have administrative autonomy controlled by the local government services, so that all staff that have to do with local government should come from the local government councils. They will understand it better.
Okay, maybe you would like to speak to us the role which the DGSs play in assisting the council chairman deliver on their mandate to people at the grassroots.
Yeah, the Director General Services and Administration is likened to like a permanent secretary. He is actually the accounting officer by virtue of the fact that he is the career person who is in charge of the coordination for a chairman. The DGSA is like the manager of the chairman, and you must have courage to do that. You must have a clear sense of purpose, and you must be trusted by your chairman to do that. You should be able to tell your chairman, yes, you want this done, but I think if you do it this way, it will be better. It's a relationship between the husband and wife, so that things will move smoothly. The DGSA coordinates the departments, the heads of department, for the council. He brings out the memos from the departments for chairman's attention and possible recommendation to the FIGPC or the council meetings. So if the DGSA is not there, the chairman himself will not have a summary point. You see, like every department sending in his request to the chairman directly. The DGS is expected to filter what is coming from the department. The DGSA is like somebody who is playing number 5 in the football team. He distributes the work, and by the time you are able to get clean goals, normally it's the work of the number 5 center field person. So the DGS's role is very strategic. He guides the chairman on the rules in respect to every action taken. And in doing this, you must be courageous to tell the chairman the truth. But it will be devoid of arrogance, because the chairman is in charge. The chairman has the power. The DGSA has the authority. And this thing must work together for you to succeed in the council. There must be. I have had an experience in one local government where there was so much pressure on the chairman I don't want to mention the local government. And the chairman would keep telling them, he has sent that to DGSA. He has sent that to DGSA. And the people will not be so to work on that and send it back to me. So the DGSA is also expected to defend the chairman's action. You shouldn't be a DGSA who is seen to be discussing your tricks with the outsiders. There are times the DGSA can ask, the chairman can ask you to make a payment, and the payment may not be proper. Of course, you can't tell somebody outside, and see this your chairman, he's not doing the right thing. No. Maybe the DGSA may decide to ask the treasurer to pay. Do you understand? And then the treasurer will not ask the cashier to pay. And then the cashier will bring up the issue of there is no PV for this payment. And then you cannot tell chairman that, well, we are ready to pay, but there is no PV for this payment. Because the procedure, what is to be done before that payment can be effected, has not been done. In that case, you have defended your chairman. And that's why they allow DGSs to move around, to come from any local government. So when you are there and you know how to play it well, your chairman is able to being a politician, is able to be absorbed by his people. You carry the blames around you, knowing fully well that you are insisting on the right thing. I know of some cases where some DGSA may become weak in standing up for the council. They are even in the state. It's not everything that the accountant general or the commissioner, the permanent secretary in the Ministry of Finance, we begin to query what the governor is saying. But as you process it, the errors in that will come out, and the person who's putting pressure on Oga will not know that he has made this fault himself. So his role is such that it's so important in trying to balance the pools. I must tell you, chairmen are under tremendous pressure from the big wigs. There are some people who think that if they spend a weekend in the village, it should be at the bill of the councils. There are some persons who are just passing by the road, and they will expect that chairman must fuel their car. Of course, there is a vote, there is a security vote that is expected to take care of these things. But it may not be much. Within 1 week or two, all these things are exhausted. Of course, you must fuel the chairman would come in, send away all the local government staff, and bring in their own people to generate revenue for them. These people see it as a compensation for what they have been doing, for the campaign they did for you. They will collect the money and not remit. And if you want to challenge it as a chairman, they will spread more stories against you than before you know it. So it's also very careful that chairman should tread very carefully in some of the decisions in trying to atone the real functions of local government staff. And I want to tell you that if you are collecting internally generated revenue and you are not paying into the revenue account, your federation account may begin to drop, because the revenue mobilization checks your lodgements in your IGR to see your effort, and that is what they match. They don't match the allocation with what was collected at the gate of the market or at the parks, and all these things are coordinated by the DGSA. So you must be somebody who is ready to do this job, and you must be ready to do it with smiles, minding you that people who come to your office may not be able to get what they are coming for are the people you must exercise a lot of caution in approaching them. You don't have to send away somebody in your office, please get out of my office. In the first place, the office is not yours.
Yes.
But you must find a way of making the man leave your office happily, so that your chairman and his council will be freer. If you do that, you are a DGSA. But if you are the one that is always dragging, with the chairman, or who is right and who is not right, then your role as a DGSA is vitiated. So the DGSA has an enormous task of moderating council action, staff action, union action, and everything. There are a lot of things people come here as politicians and they don't know. They may not even know that not banking internally generated revenue affects their allocation. You are the one to sit down with the chairman and explain to you. After all, if money is paid into the account, you are still the person who is going to use it. It's council that will still have to apply this money. But when chairmen come in, they have a lot of advisors. And many of these advisors also come from the local government staff. They will walk up to you and tell you, Oga, this our DGSA is such a terrible person. Try and find a way of changing him. Yeah, treasurer, this is a wicked person. If you come here as a council chairman and they are telling you about these people, make sure you keep them. But when they come praising them, it means there are some games they are playing. Fattening salaries and doing that. But once they complain to you about the work of your DJs and treasurer, it means he's working and he must be doing the right thing.
Okay. This is a good lecture. We hope the council chairmen who are elected newly are listening, or their crownies or their appointees maybe listening to assist them, because these are pitfalls they need to avoid. Chief Otokpa, yes, you have been a council chairman yourself. Listening to your co-discussant, is this really the relationship between chairmen and their DGSAs, and how should that translate to help the new ones that are coming on board?
Okay, let me go back a bit on his analysis on the position of the Bureau and the Government Service Commission.
Okay.
You see, the local government does not operate as a complete dependent organization. It's part of the state structure. And the governor of the state would like to know what goes on in the local government areas through the Bureau and then the Commission. That is why the staff of the Bureau and Commission are mostly drawn from the civil service. No, as a professional, my will not like that. But as a politician, you need to have an eye in that establishment. Then what is exactly what you said is the analysis you gave about DG is very true. But this is the caveat there. If your party, your party in the local government does not belong to the party at the state level, the DGSA can be posted to you, not just to monitor you, but to frustrate your developmental efforts. Maybe the project that you want to execute at your local government that is the need of the people there may not be the interest of what happened in the state. And as you said, when you put your requests, your project requests to the state can make amendments. The amendment made may not be exactly what you need at local government at areas. So if you are not lucky to be given the DGSA that is friendly, compassionate, and professional, if a DGSA becomes political, then that problem between the chairman as a politician and the DGSA as a politician will cripple a lot of things. I didn't experience that as a person, but some of my friends did. Those, I believe, those that were not very close to the density of power at the state level, they were given DGSAs that was always antagonistic, and largely some of their projects got stuck, and that's why until we left the office. So my appeal is that it is very important, as he said, is the fulcrum of the establishment of local government, because I went to the council as a journalist. So I rely mostly on my DJSA. I think that it's now in the private secretary to the governor now. Dr.
Perfect man.
Dr.
Chenge.
Very
Perfect
good.
man.
Chenge, I can start for Chenge any day.
Perfect man.
I can start for Chenge any day. So he made me to get out of what ordinarily like being a trap. The issue of this IGR, some people tell that, well, Chairman, we have gone from the market and we have problems on the ground, why don't we use it? Chenge will say, no, sir, the money is still your own, but let's pay into the revenue account. And you can, as a paying in, you can withdraw it immediately, but it won't be paid. So what I'm saying in fact is that the council chairman should learn to listen to their DGSs. And the DGSA should please understand that it's like the father to the chairman, because some of the chairman are young men, but the DGSA are the experienced men on the ground. So they should not play politics. They're good enough, thank God at this stage, the same chairman, the same party that produced the chairman, they're going to produce the DGSs. So they won't have any clash. But where the chairman does not belong to the same party with the state, so I run to crisis. So that's but bureau is very important, and local government service commission is very, very important, and the local government staff should please endeavor to accommodate them to play their supervisory roles, because the governor and the state, the governor wants to know what exactly goes on in a part of this, and that we have to have them. And some bureau officials too, they have overbearing influence on the local government. That's the truth of the matter. They have overbearing. In fact, some of them believe that if the council chairman should koto for them, whatever you see them, because they have to do a chairman with the government, the council is either at the bureau or at the local service commission. But they should know that there's a line of division between them, and they must be complementary. That's what I feel. For the system to function properly, the two must work together. But the bureau must be there, the local service commission must be there.
All right, we'll take a short break, and once we are back, our engagement will continue. Kindly stay tuned, dear listener. Welcome back from that short break, dear listener. And if you are just tuning in, you have been listening to Perspectives on Agate Radio 95.5 Star FM Makudi. This is a current affairs discussion program, and we are discussing the setting development agenda for new local government chairmen in Benue State. And the line for participation on the program will be opened shortly. That line is 0814 335 9292. 0814 335 9292. Once you connect with us, we would like to know your full name and where you are calling from. Please keep your conversation civil and very brief. Move away from your radio once you are connected with us. Send us an SMS to 0912 699 9404. 0912 699 9404. That's the line for SMS, which is also available for WhatsApp chats. Also add your full name and the location where you are sending your contribution from. Log on to our website on www.agateradio.tv.com to be a part of this program and access all other content we have there. Download the Agate Radio and TV app from Google Play Store, which serves you to listen to the radio, watch the television, and read the newspaper. We are available on Radio Garden and on social media platforms where this program is also streaming. You may drop your comments on this live stream links, and if they're related to the subject we are discussing, we'll take it as your contribution. Good morning and welcome to Perspectives. Hello. Good morning. Hello, good morning. Okay, we can barely hear you even though you are on. Try to call back if you can. 0814-335-9292. 0814-335-9292. That's the line to be a part of the program. Make the microphone yours by dialing it. 0814-335-9292. The line for SMS is 0912-699-9404. Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Good morning.
This is Donove James from Akwa.
Good to have you join us, James Donove.
Yes. Thank you so much for this program. You see, we have new crop of people on board, and we are expecting a lot from them. Yes, for instance, the heavy downpour has crushed a lot of roads are now cut, and some rural bridges are now broken down. So the first priority, as for me, is for them to, construct rural roads, repair those ones that have washed away by rain, and then they should also look into the rural health clinic. They should do something about it, because when our people are these rural areas, most of the time they feel sick and all that, and if facilities are there for us to attend to quickly, it will of great use to us. And then I will not demand much from them, but they should also look into the area of payment of staff. And lastly, they should be up to their duties. Most of the times it was business as usual when you go to the secretariat and their duty post. You see none of them there. They will just be there only at the time of receiving their salary. It shouldn't be like that this time around. They should be supervising even the project they are giving out to people to do, and they should do the needful for Benue State and every other state develop. Thank you.
Thank you, James. Thank you very much for your opinion. He has highlighted the areas that he expects the new council chairman to focus on. Also, let's hear from you what you may expect of them. Good morning.
Yes, my regards to the gentlemen discussants in the studio.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
My name is Ephraim. I'm calling from Akwehi.
Ephraim who?
Ephraim, no, sorry.
Okay.
Sorry for not keeping to the rules.
Okay, Ephraim, good to have you. Go ahead, please.
Thank you. Yes, there are a brand new set of local government chairmen on ground, which a lot of people have their own views as regards how they have stepped into the arena. Nevertheless, going back from time immemorial, when local governments were managed by technocrats, I'll give you a typical example. I'm from Kasinala local government. Virtually every culvert, let me say not every culvert, 90% of the culverts and the local government secretariat building was done by Abukin Shilwa. That was when, this is what we are expecting from our local government chairmen that have been elected today. Now, bring grassroots development to our people. That is your mandate. Our primary schools should be revived. Our health centers should be equipped such that elements that are meant to be taken care of around that environment should be done adequately and on time. Then our schools should be equipped. When we were growing up, my alma mater is LGA Primary School Abaji, where we had textbooks and workbooks that were brought from the headmaster's office for us to study. This is what we are expecting. Don't be overzealous. Don't take mandates that are taller than what your revenue that is coming. Then make sure your staff are paid and discipline should be inculcated. Good morning.
Thank you, Ephraim. Thank you so much for your contribution. Staff should be paid, disciplined. We are going to highlight some of this as we go along in our conversation. 0814-335-9292. 3359292 is the line to be a part of the program. SMS line is 0912-699-9404. Good morning and welcome to Perspectives. Hello. Hello, good to have you join us. Okay, you're not coming through. 0814-335-9292. 0814-335-9292. Hello, good morning. Good morning. All right, 0814-335-9292. That's the line to participate on the
Hello, good
program.
morning.
Good morning. Welcome to Perspectives.
Yes.
Hello. Good morning. Hello. Okay, 0814-335-9292. The line is available. 0814-335-9292. Good morning and welcome to Perspectives.
Good morning.
Do us a favor by moving away from your radio set.
Okay, I've done that. My name is Aud Tombo Council Ward, my area.
Okay, good.
First of all, congratulate my chairman for emerging.
Azege, hello. Okay, Azege, that one you come and pay marketing first. Focus on our discussion. If you want to congratulate your chairman, you pay marketing for that.
Okay,
yes.
Sir. So, sir, my take on the program this morning is that, first of all, the federal government have given autonomy to the local government. But, like the discussant in the studio have said, there must be administrative autonomy. And by way of doing that, the federal government must ensure that elections at the local level are conducted by INEC. If the state continues to conduct elections at the local government level, it's a shambles. Look at what happened in the just concluded election.
Hello, my brother from Azege. That is outside our focus for today. For today, we are focusing on the development challenges they should meet at the grassroots level. So, do you have expectations of what you want your council chairman that you want to congratulate to do? Let's stay away from the election. We reviewed the election on the last edition of the program. So today we have moved away from that already.
Okay.
Yes.
So, like in my local government, with the challenge we have now is the challenge of insecurity. So, I would want the local government chairman at the helm of affairs now to focus on insecurity, because most of the people here are farmers. So, the insecurity is making it impossible for farmers to go to the farm. That is the number one critical thing in the local government. Once that is done, people can go back to their farms. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your contribution. Thank you. All right. The local government, that's from Logo. So I hope the authorities are listening. This program is intended to serve you. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Thank you.
Yes, my name is Peter. I'm calling from Harlem, Marcos.
Okay, go ahead, Peter Ode.
Okay, I'd like to speak to all of you in the studio there.
Thank you. Peter, your network seems to be a bit unfriendly. Maybe you want to change your position so we can hear you better?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Very well.
It's okay. My take is this, please. There is a saying that it's when you give somebody power before you know the strength of that person. Now that we have given them our mandate now, my advice is this: let the security agents that matter focus on them well, because we know you don't know what man can do. Human being can change at any time. If you are nothing, and by the grace of God, God has helped you to be in a position, you can change at any time, because nobody can predict a man. So my advice is that let the security agents be monitoring them very well. And anybody that is not fit to work, let them do the needful. That is my advice.
Okay, thank you. By security agencies here, I think Peter Ode is talking about anti-graft agencies, maybe. Because anyway, security agencies too, so they don't get to involve in acts that do not sabotage development at the grassroots. Hello, good morning. Good morning to you and welcome to Perspectives. Oh, we lost connection with that caller already. Let's make other attempts.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Thank you for joining us on Perspectives.
Thank you very much. My name is Kenneth. I'm calling here in Makudi.
Okay, good to have you join us, Kenneth. Where are you reaching us from?
Yeah, OGRA in Makudi.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Yeah, I must commend you. It's a nice topic discussing today. And then I would like to say that the system have actually bounced back in the sense that some days back or some months back, the apex court in the country have actually made a pronouncement or the autonomy given back to the local government. That is to say that the system is gradually winding back, coming back to its status. And there's a lot of challenges, waiting those guys who have just been sworn into office at the local environment to take charge of the rural dwellers, And one thing they really need to do, if you go around the 23 local governments of the state and 276 council wards across the state, there's a lot on ground, lots in the sense that the challenges of insecurity and so many things like that. I would advise you strongly. Most of them are young people, and some of them know what is within their localities. A lot of them, if to say about 85 to 90% of them knows what is the problem of their people. They should liaise with the state government if there is need, borrow some policies from the state government, and of course, listen to the local people. They are the ones directly being affected by some of these challenges. So they should create time, listen to the local people on what they have to offer. If there is need, there should be a kind of a public debate from time to time from their local environments. Maybe organize people from their council wards. You speak to them directly, and then the challenges what these guys are facing on their local environment. I think it will help go a long way. And at the same time, they shouldn't take themselves that yes, they are rulers, they are administrators, they are people who are serving. They didn't elect themselves into the office. In one way or the other, they have some certain things they really need to do. If you must be a good leader, or if you want to be a good leader, listen more to your people, know the challenges of these guys, what people are facing from those local places, and then try to tackle them.
Okay.
And on. I think that will help us go a long way.
Thank you, Kenneth.
That's my take. Thank you.
Thank you for your contribution. Thank you. All right, town hall engagements, regular ones, advanced by Kenneth, and we hope the new council chairman will borrow from that. Good morning and welcome to Perspectives.
Good morning, sir.
Good to have you join us.
Thank you. My name is Ibrahim Akura, a regional president from Wankuma Chabu local government.
All right, Ibrahim, speak to us.
I regard your guest in the studio.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I just want to say here that where the new council bosses adhered strictly to the code of conduct, I'm talking of rule of law guiding the function of local councils, and let them be transparent, accountable, and accessible in all their dealing, in order to make use of whatever according to them financially, in order to transform the rural areas in terms of health, education, and basic amenities such as good roads and water, etc. people, so that they will know our need, what they can do and they cannot do.
Okay.
In order to assess and do it.
Rule of law, be transparent and accessible to your people. Some highlights of Ibrahim's contribution. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Thank you for joining us on Perspectives.
I'm Sheila Telmo, calling in from Nyagungu, Makoni.
Okay, Telumo, I didn't get the first name anyway.
Yes. I want to respect the guests in the house. I've listened carefully on their submissions. I agree totally with the other discussion that talk about the relationship between the chairman and the core civil service people. I've had experience where I've seen that in the absence of a cordial working relationship, out of no respect to the core career civil servant, the council maybe through the political appointees of the chairman, have total disregard to the...
Brilliant. Anyway, the line is still open. Telomo, if you may try to call back, find 0814-335-9292. Just when you were about to land on your point.
Good morning, Mr. Atalungu.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning to your guests in the studio there.
Thank you.
Yes, I am Engineer Sunday Akbar. I'm calling from North Bank, Makudi.
All right. Good to have you.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yes, nice topic for the moment. And your girls have spoken very, very well. Yeah, my advice is that every local government chairman should have in mind that his primary duty is to bring about rural infrastructural development to that local government area. Because our people are rural farmers, so there must be construction of access roads. Local government works departments, they don't have enough boundaries. I was once a divisional engineer. But that time, there was no Kogi State. I was a divisional engineer at that time, and we synergized. The local government synergized with the divisional engineer's offices where we provided professional ideas and input to them. And the development was so high. So what I urge the chairman to do when they go to their localities, they should have regular meeting with the chiefs and the communities. Let them bring up their priority projects. Then the community can even contribute by way of labor or even provide food for the workers that will go there to work so that they can own the project. And when they sign for project, because the works are many but the resources are scarce, let everybody be involved.
Okay.
And they should not shy away from seeking professional advice from professionals, especially the state organs. We were in bed at Benue Rural Development Agency under Ejidatume that time. We synergized with the local government where we consulted a lot of rural bridges for them. They pay some percentages and we consult. I'm happy with what is happening there. I believe that I heard that some local governments are synergizing with the state government now to carry out some construction of rural roads, which is very important. So let there be a synergy between the state and the local government, and let them not shy away from seeking advice from professionals.
Thank you,
to
Sunday.
give them professional advice so that their work will be good and they will leave a legacy behind. Thank you very much for the topic.
Thank you. Thank you for your contribution. 0814-335-9292. 0814-335-9292. Send us an SMS to 0912-699-9404. Hello, good morning. Good morning, are you there? Hello? Okay, the line is still open. 0814-335-9292. That's the line to contribute on the program. Let's hear your voice and know what are your expectations
Hello?
for the council chairman. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to Perspectives.
Thank you. Also to the presenter and the guest in the house.
Thank you. If you may speak up, you sound inaudible. We can barely hear you. If you may speak up so we hear you, please.
Yeah, I think you're hearing me now.
Speak on, please.
Yes, I'm Nyajo Godwin from Guma local government.
Okay, Nyajo Godwin.
I want to congratulate my
Nyajo Godwin. Hello, Nyajo Godwin. Nyajo Godwin.
Yes.
For congratulatory messages, the marketing department of our Gate Radio is open. You can sponsor the congratulations, but stay on our discussion. We are setting an agenda, development agenda for the new council chairman. So what should your new council chairman that you want to congratulate, what should he do to meet development needs at your local government?
I heard you well. Okay. First and foremost, I expected them to have the teamwork in their activities, running their administration. That's the first one. Secondly, they should try and address the issue of insecurity in the local government, because the insecurity is the major problem in our local government, particularly Guma local government and the rest. And secondly, the issue of health. Many of our rural dwellers are facing challenges of health issues. Supposedly lack of the primary health institutions in the area. And finally, I want to advise them that Jesus selected his disciples to complement on his mandate. So they should learn from the executive governor of Benue State so that they can provide them.
Like did told Nyajo Godwin, this program is now open for congratulating messages. Yes, we are open to taking messages. Thank you for joining us.
Yes.
My name is Confidence from High Level. I most appreciate your guest in the studio.
Yes. Confidence would like to know your full name, please.
Mr. Okafo.
Confidence Okafo from High Level. Okay, go ahead.
You see, I want local government chairman. What are they going to do concerning non-indigenous businessmen in Zanka Aziz, like Kasna, Lazaki, Dem, Ani, and Logo? Those businessmen who are leaving the local government area, coming back to the town. So would that assure them to come back and start the businesses normal as usual? So if that happens, it will help to boost the business of local government as well.
Okay.
So
yes.
What I'm saying here is that is it any hope for them to come back, sir?
Okay, Confidence. Hello, Confidence, are you there?
I'm hearing you.
I think your consent should not is not just limited to non-indigenous. You are talking about security in general, right? So if it is security, it's everybody's business. It's not just about non-indigenous.
Yes,
because of course we're all Nigerians, and once you find yourself as a resident in anywhere, you are entitled to a provision or enjoy your fundamental rights to be guaranteed by the government in place, right? All right. So you want the council chairman in Sankara to address insecurity?
Yes.
Very well. So that businesses will thrive.
Yes, sir.
Confidence. We thank you. We thank you very much. Yeah. It's all right. So, by the way, it's not only non-indigenous that do business in Sankara. So everybody should be provided with security for their businesses to thrive. Good morning.
No, good morning.
Thank you for calling in on Perspectives.
You're welcome. My name is Justin Umile.
Umile. Thank you, Justin. Go ahead.
Yes. I want to thank the discussant. What I would want the council chairman to do first is, I want them to know that elections have come and gone. They have to start with healing of wounds, reconciliation, making sure that those who were vanquished are also considered in the composition of their executive council, as in appointments of supervisory council, of all of that. When that is done, it will also give room for the council chairman to tackle the issue of insecurity in his or her local government. Because if you have a united front, it is easier for you to tackle security. John, the issue of fighting security will be very difficult. Again, I will also urge them, this will all give room for a situation whereby security can also be easily tackled. Farm produce can also be brought out from the villages down to where they are supposed to be sold. Number 3, I also want the council chairman to establish very, very sophisticated primary healthcare facilities in all the wards of their local government, so that it will bring the issue of healthcare closer to the people.
Okay.
I also want the local government council chairman, if possible.
Yes, that should be your conclusion. Yes.
Yes, let them establish local government departments in all their council wards, so that it will make his own administration very easy, as it will make the governance become even more closer to the people.
Okay. Thank you.
Again,
Justin, thank
before
you.
I submit.
I'm so sorry we should conclude with you now, Justin. You have made your points. The number of them there. Let's allow other persons also say something on the program. 0814-335-9292. 0814-335-9292. If you're not able to connect to that line, simply send us an SMS to 0912-699-9404. 0912-699-9404. Log on to our website on www.agateradio.tv.com. Follow our social media pages where this program is also streaming to make your contribution. Good morning. You may do us a favor by moving away from your radio. That's the only way we'll communicate.
Morning, sir.
Morning to you. Thank you for joining us.
This is Mr. Solomon Yohuna calling from Batiri, Mboko local government. My agenda for the incoming local government chairman is that the third level or tier of government has been neglected for quite a long time. So now that they have come, it is a very critical time, a time that the people at the grassroots are suffering. So I want them to set the ground running by initiating projects, construct bridges that will help them take their produce to the market where they can access buyers for politicking. Time for politics is over, so I want them to concentrate by hitting.
Thank you for your contribution, Solomon Yohuna. Politics is over. Hit the ground running. Council chairman, that is the charge. This is Benue people speaking to you. They cannot have any other platform to speak to you better than the one we are provided on Agate Radio. Good morning.
Hello.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Morning. Thank you for joining us on Perspectives.
Thank you too. My name is Asheka Jacob.
Good. Asheka Jacob, where are you calling us from?
Right now, I am calling from high level Ekiako Street here.
Oh, okay.
But I happen to be indigenous of Buru local government in Benue State.
Okay.
Yes. So I want to advise the new coming chairman of Buru local government to take a look at the healthcare institution in the local government. Some places they are not even there, and some places that the previous administration has been installed has been dilapidated. So I want to advise him that now that he come, he should now renovate some of them, and then at most employ new hands. Because you go to a clinic, especially in the night, you will see nobody there, and they are there to help the rural dwellers. But if they have any emergency to this clinic, there is no staff because of inadequate of staff. A staff will move from a distance to come and work and then go back at the end of the day. Whereas the shift, a hospital shift, ought to be 3. You go work in the morning, close in the afternoon. The afternoon now will come and close it at 9 o'clock in the evening, and then 9 o'clock will now be there till daybreak. But because of inadequate of staff, these things are not there. So I want to advise the local government chairman to look for the issue of employment, especially health workers, and then take care of the dilapidated and then install new clinics where they're supposed to be, so that everybody will benefit.
Thank you.
Thank you, and God bless you.
God bless you too, Jacob Asheka. Thank you. All right. Jacob spoke directly to his chairman of Buruku, and I hope his chairman is listening, or the chairman will be told that an indigenous of Buruku spoke to him. Good morning.
Good morning, the presenter.
Morning to you. Thank you for joining us on Perspectives.
Thank you, sir. I greet you guys in the house.
Thank you.
Yeah, we sincerely appreciate you for bringing the topic this morning. My advice.
Yes, before your advice, we'd like to know your full name and where you're reaching us from. Then you make your points.
My name is Peter Msu Ikio.
Yes.
I'm calling from Machusa.
Okay, Peter Msu, go ahead.
My advice to them: they should seek God first. They should seek God first and think about the legacy.
Think about God and the legacy you will leave for your people. We hope the council chairman will reflect on that. That's from Msu, from Achusa. So thank you for calling. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning to you. Hello, you are on. Speak to us.
I'm speaking from Adoka.
Okay, your name is who? If your radio is close to you and it's on, so if you turn down its volume or move away, we can hear you and we'll speak better.
I'm Idogo Sunday from Adoka.
Okay, Adoka, that's in Otukpo local government.
The Otukpo local government.
Okay, Doka,
yes,
to us.
The election has come and gone. I want the local government chairman to have meeting with the town hall people to discuss issues on their ground, and let them take their state one by one and take it to the local government, to the grassroots. They then invite town hall members to discuss harassment of all this insecurity in their domain. And secondly, what they will do first is to take inventory of their people, so that they know those who are true genuine workers in their localities. There are so many people who are there, not in the local government, but they continue drawing money from the local government. They should work out the modality of sorting the good workers in their local government, so that things will work well for them. And I advise them to collaborate with many people who are of good help to them, that they will do the needful for the local populace.
Okay.
Their local government should be properly taken care of. That's the normal, because they are the closest government to the locality.
Okay.
They should not lay down. They should not look at the problem that is facing them. They should take it by own. Because local government is very essential for us.
Idoko Sunday, thank you. Thank you for your contribution. All right. Let's take a few messages before we come back, and we'll begin from our live stream feed on Facebook. Nguze Nathaniel, Nashima Nathaniel says he's watching us from Enugu State. Ojande Agundu says he's watching us from Boko. Thank you very much for following our live stream on the platform. A few messages in our regular SMS box. This one says the issue of insecurity should be looked into in areas like Agatu, Ukum, and Goma local governments. Help resettle IDPs. All local government chairmen should be people that they are representing. Maybe people that are serving. Okay. C, to prompt salaries payment too. Thank you. Gabriel T from High Level. Gabriel, thank you for your message. Another one here says, good morning, I get radio. My name is Abraham TV ET here in Federal Low Cost North Bank, Makuri. Firstly, I want to congratulations, not the program. All right. The local government chairmen are coming on board at the time that their mandate bestowed on them based on democratic principles, putting in place mechanisms that will have direct bearing on the people at the grassroots. In other way around, the chairman should supervise projects executed as the governor do monitor it people-oriented policies. May the local leadership ensure that the hope of the electorate is rekindled. Okay, T, thank you for your message. We appreciate you for participating on the program. All right, before we engage with more people, okay, one more message here. Benue Interpreter, this is from our live stream on social media. A Facebook user with the name Benue Interpreter. Good program. The first thing we expect the new council chairman to do is to declare the salary wage bill of their respective local government, so that we can know what remains in the purse of the council after payment of salary. Once we know that, what is left after salary payment, we can ask questions about development, transparency, accountability, and other related issues. Thank you. I am watching for the first time from South Africa. Oh, that's interesting. All the way from South Africa. Good to have you follow our live stream page. All right. Beyond boundaries, we are serving you, so ensure you also make your voices heard on the program. But before we engage with more people, Chief Otokba, you listen to the callers, and one dominant issue is security. Security from Agatu to Boko to Sankara to everywhere. Security. How can the local government chairman strengthen security in their various localities?
Security is a national problem, and now that I've got council chairman on the throne, there are lots they can do, because insecurity happens at locations and mostly in rural areas. Now we have council chairmen at those local areas. One, they must have regular interface with the local community. Most people know who is who in every given community. The chairman should be up and doing. As we said, he must be resident in the local government. So that, and he must have feelers from all over the area in the now he has development area office. I think that's the development area office, which is like a chairman office in those communities, and those in the area offices should give me feedback on regular basis, and he must have meeting with opinion leaders. He must have meeting with chiefs. Then his conventional security outfit like the DSS, the police, civil defense, and others, he must regularly meet with them. He must get their confidence, and they should get his own confidence too. And whichever feedback that he has, he should not delay it. And if he definitely must have his own feelers, unofficial feelers, those that to brief him on certain things that happen in various areas. And when those things are given to him, he should meet the regular security agents to scrutinize those things. So that by the time you put all this put together, he has a first-hand information on security arrangement in his own local government. Because all these that was talking project or no project, except security is fixed, all these things cannot work. So we believe that now that it's all over the place, that in the state, almost a part of Benue State has security challenges. And as I say, since security happen in the localities and chairman on the ground there, he has to have, now he has his own commission, councillors that are there. He's going to appoint advisors, and these people are those that represent those local areas where they give feedback, so you can fix security. Now nobody can go to the farm. We talk of food price because people can't go to the farm.
Okay, Mr. Salemate, you are at your level as a seasoned local government administrator. There's no council meeting that a DGA should not be part of, likely, if I'm right. So, to what extent do council chairmen fashion out policies that strengthen security in their localities, and these new ones, what are the new vistas they can open?
Yeah, the local government council has a security council.
Very well.
Police public relations committees. From this headquarter administration, you have the area development offices, you have the district offices. You also have the traditional council meetings at the level of local government, at the level of the sub-local government. In T area, we call it at the level of Muete, at the level of district, and at the level of kindreds. These issues can always be fitted there. And when we talk about security here, we have two types. One, the external aggressor. Two, the internal security. In many local governments, they've been bedeviled with both the external and internal aggressions. Whereas the attacks from headsmen, banditries and all that, internally our people have also killed him. In some local governments, it's just the internal security problem, but it's as grave as the external aggressions. And it is amongst us that these people operate. Even the external aggressors, as they come in, their informants are from within. They show them where to go. And the people know them. We must encourage our people to come out with information. Either direct information or through grapevines. And in trying to collect security information, every aspect of information gathering is involved. It may even start like a mere beer parlor talk, and you can extract what you want. Because at a certain level at the beer parlor, certain things become hidden. It may even come with gossip. amongst people. Our chairman must work extra time to gather information, and they must make appropriate appropriations to, fund insecurity. You'll be surprised that some of the people that will be serving with the chairman or some of the traditional rulers become accomplices in this security problem that we've been having. Some of them have engaged themselves, with some headsmen who have offered them monies to graze in their locations. I've had that experience in one of the local governments. Speak against this. Even in our internal security, we are beginning to hear the involvement of some traditional rulers who certain royalties are paid to them by some of these bad
Anyway,
boys.
those are allegations
Those
that are subject to be proven.
Yeah, they are allegations. That is what I'm talking about.
Yes.
But I said these allegations, like we have always said, there are no smokes without fire. And these are issues that the council chairman, and not just the chairman alone, the security involves everybody. The council chairman, his deputy, the councillors, the secretary, and the career people must make sure that information is gathered and is filtered so that we don't mistakenly work on a rumor that is unfounded. But our people deserve to be free so that they can farm, free so that the children can go to school, free so that we can interrelate for progress, free so that those coming to invest can come in. And I think it's a major problem. All these development things we've been talking about cannot be achieved if we are operating in an environment of fear, if we are not sure of where people, a contractor who is supposed to open a feeder road may not be able to allow his tractor or his bulldozers or his staff to grade to a certain area for fear of being molested, for fear of being kidnapped, for fear of being attacked. So the security in our local area involves all of us.
Okay.
And all hands must be on deck to ensure that we succeed.
The council chairman synergize with the traditional rulers, religious leaders, and all community members for security purposes. All right, that's established. A few more calls, and then we'll try to draw concluding thoughts. Good morning, and welcome to Perspectives. Hello. Okay, you are on, but we can barely hear you. 0814-335-9292. 0814-335-9292. Good morning, and welcome to Perspectives. Hello.
Hi.
Good morning. You are on. Speak to us.
My name is John.
John, the network at your end is very poor, I suppose. So you want to change your position so we hear you better? Okay, 0814-335-9292. 08.
Studio.
Thank you.
Carl, with them.
Thank you.
And my thanks also goes to Addict Radio for availing the citizen this opportunity every time.
We appreciate you. What's your name and where you're calling us from?
All right. Yes, my name is Augustine Edo. I'm calling from Uruku, Makori.
Good. Augustine, speak to us.
Yes, the first agenda for this local government chairman is, like people have said, is insecurity. By the time you provide the local citizens, they don't need much safe. What they need is just enabling environment. If people can go to the farm from morning to night without molestation, without attack or being killed in their farm, if they can have access to their farmland to till and cultivate and harvest, in fact, the issue that will even bring to an end the issue of food insecurity in the state, and food will be available, and jobs again, because many youth, they engage in agriculture because they know what they are getting from agriculture. So the local government chairman, those that are close to themselves, like Agatu, Apa, and Otukpo, they can join the frontier. Let them inaugurate a local vigilante that can even be united, that will monitor the terrain. Then other local governments that are having the similar issue that are closer to themselves or have boundary, they can join hand to form that united security outfit to defend their land. Then when that is done, the chairman, they should look into the area of agriculture to empower the farmers with seeds, fertilizers, and other herbicide. Before you know, 1 year there will be food security in Benue State. May the Lord give them wisdom.
Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you, Augustine. Thank you very much. A message here which says, let the relatives of the chairman allow them to work, not put unnecessary pressure on them. John Ode from High Level. John, thank you. Very strong one you have said. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Thank you for joining us.
Yes, my name is Theophilus Abiam.
Theophilus Abiam, where are you reaching us from? You are our last caller. So speak to us briefly.
Calling you from Ekbayango, here in Gwe is local government.
Okay, go ahead, Theophilus.
I want to just appreciate all the programs in agriculture and appreciate what the guest in the house is talking. Let God bless us so that our land and everything will be very fruitful. My own call is just an appreciation.
Thank you. And that would be a mark of the prayer to conclude the program from Theophilus Abian and commendation. Thank you. That will be the last call we will take. Our time is no longer there. Chief Otopa, yes, give us your concluding words in summary of all the issues. The callers also mentioned healthcare and education, but especially primary education at that level. In what areas can the new council strengthen the fortunes of these key sectors, especially primary healthcare and, of course, the basic education?
Thank you very much. The callers almost repeated what we said.
Very well.
And if you strengthen security, a lot of problems will remain solved. And it provides health care facility to the people. Let me give an example of what I did. When I was chairman, I had what we call 5 kilometer maximum radius. At every 5 kilometer radius, you get at least a basic health clinic that if a woman is caught by caught her from the farm, someone gets settled, they will take charge of the local government. Now that most of them didn't go to villages to campaign, now that they're in the office, they should go round the local government and have first-hand information of issues that crop up in the local government, in the area of operation. With that, and that will synergize with the state government, of course. With that done, I think the problem will be greatly addressed and the problem solved. And then the communities, the members of the community, we should take into what happens in the local government areas. We should get close to our chairmen. You don't antagonize. You see, our people are very good at writing petitions, but we should be able to advise the chairman constructively on what you think should be done in local government areas. And the chairman too. The chairman can put together a team of former chairmen to meet them regularly so that they can get the advice from the experience of what they pass through our council chairman. And then somebody mentioned about the relations of the chairman. That's very true. See, sometimes an issue. People believe that once you're in the office, it's not their turn. I think they should allow the chairman to work. Because the chairman is for the committee, not for a single person. And then the political appointee, political leaders. Yes, you are a big man in Makurdi here. Don't put pressure on the chairman at all. And when you get home, please, allow the chairman to do his work. And unfortunately, I have to be emphatic here. Sometimes when the chairman got his allocation, that was when authorities from the headquarters come on visit. That committee, this committee, that, from there and that, ministry that. Once you get to allocation, they start coming in. And they don't just come in like that. You must definitely host them. And that means, like my coach said, sometimes it exits your secretary protocol list. So council chairman must be allowed to use the resource of local government to develop local government for the peace of everybody.
Okay. That I'll beg you to stop at that because of time.
I'll stop.
Chief, I'd say, hey, when Governor Alia was inaugurating the chairman, one phrase which is quoted for the governor to have said is, he told them, Financial autonomy for the local government comes with a consequence. Reflecting on that, transparency on the part of the chairman. How should they apply the resources that they will be having now transparently for the good of the grassroots? And of course, the assembly has reviewed 3-year tenure for them, so they have a long stretch of time.
Yeah, first of all, let me commend the assembly for providing a tenure
elongation,
a tenure that one can meaningfully plan. In the past, you have chairman 3 months, 6 months, and all these things all these things that we've been discussing made it difficult. By the time you are still planning, your tenure is off and you wouldn't assess anything. So I must commend the state government, Governor Ali, and the assembly for giving them 3 years in which they will plan. And for them to use these 3 years, you must apply the rational use of time. You must draw your budget, you must put time lags to the things you want to do, but you must realize that you are a local government. And so the programs for local governments are spelled out in the constitution. Basic amenities. And if they do this, in relation, luckily this is just October, so a new budget year should be coming by January. So they will spend this time now to begin to think, study the environment, forecast the kind of allocation they are expecting to have, the forecast their IGR, so that they will know how to plan. It is well-known fact that when you fail to plan, you have already planned to fail. So local councils must plan so that they don't plan to fail. And then there is an advantage local governments have in the person of some of the people serving the governor, especially the principal private secretary to the governor. He was like a model to many of us that came after him. I am referring to Dr. Emmanuel Chenge. He served in Ushongo, he served in Ato, he served in Ukum. And in all these places, I don't think there is anybody that will tell you that as DGSA or secretary to these councils, he was not able to coordinate them well. With that kind of experience around the governor, we are hoping that local councils will, have a multiplier effect of his presence in government.
Okay. All right, we should stop at that. So we hope he should advise the governor right too, so that
like he has always done to local councils.
Good. That will be where we'll draw curtains. On today's edition of Perspectives, Chief Otsel Tokba is a former elected chairman of Ado local government area in Benue State. He served between 1999 and 2002. We thank you very sincerely for coming on the program, sir.
Thank you very much.
A retired Director General Services and Administration, a seasoned local government administrator. He has served in several local governments in the state. As a DGSA, now retired, Salem Atsehe. We thank you, sir, for your time and the valuable insights you shared with us.
I appreciate you.
Dear listener, that's our program today. Join us on Friday for a fresh edition. From all of us here at Agate Radio, we will continue to keep the council chairman on their toes. All we want is good governance for the people, and we hope they have heard your voices to govern in line with what will bring development at the grassroots. My name is Nathaniel Nango. Have yourself a great Wednesday ahead. Goodbye, and I'll be with you here on Friday.